Okay, so in the last episode, I think we had some frozen dungeons, so we finally entered the frozen realms. And we went to this dungeon here, which is apparently close to being on its knees. So let's bring some evil upon an unsuspecting yet deserving country, and yeah, let's play Dungeon Keeper. So we're starting out with a mostly excavated dungeon here. And stuff is getting a bit trickier. Now, we also carried over one of our vampires, which I suppose will come in handy. And we have some tiny rooms over here, which I'm going to stick the barracks for one, because I think orcs are going to be very useful here. How are we looking money-wise? We have about 7,000 money. Okay, that vampire here is not doing as much research as he could do. I think vampires are good at research. If we just turn that down a bit. Okay, so we've made a trap. Not sure when there are the first heroes. So let's have level 2. That's not too strong. Should be more than capable of dealing with those. Okay, orcs and warlocks now. Can't say I'm too happy about the warlock, because he is going to be a problem with the vampire. Let's dump him in here. Okay, he has already made a lair. So, into the training room you go. And we'll probably have to claim those tiles as quickly as possible. Okay, let's get this sorted. I believe the Vampire can handle that more than capably. It also seems like vampires are immune to poison gas, which does make sense after all. Ah, very well done, Vampire. Very well done indeed. There are more heroes this way. Okay, first off, I want an imp. We need that gold. Otherwise we'll be in trouble. Okay, more heroes. There are way more heroes here. And this is getting somewhat troubling. Okay, yeah, he's attacking the imps. That's fine. A vampire. Do you mind doing the thing? No? Well, fine, don't then. Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Okay, my creatures are attacking. Let's help them out a bit. Get that dragon out of there. Also allow my creatures to retreat. Okay, you might want to get your ass into shape as well. I have no worries about this vampire here, although I might want to give him something else to help out. Okay, this guy here needs to get out of there. Give him a snack. Okay, that's done. That's probably over in the training room. That's fine. There's a lot of money on the line here. Okay, let's get that out of there. They're probably not trained because they are fairly exhausted. Okay, you probably don't want to be there just now. Okay, wonderfully done. let's get that orc out of there. Okay, that has been done reasonably well. I guess there's more work for my vampire. I guess for that demon spawn as well. Yeah, the first few minutes of this are kind of annoying because you'll constantly have to deal with those heroes. But I think it's not too much of a deal. So what's over here? Let's not find out right now. It might just be more heroes, and we don't want more heroes right now. I think that has been one of my heroes, because it might have been. I like how the vampire was there on his own. Oh no 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 no. No. Oi! Killed one of my imps. Bastard. Let's not let him attack my dungeon heart. Out of there. Look at this troll out there. Okay. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'm not sure how we got here. I'm not sure if those monks will have any advantage of my vampire. Now we'll let him have a go there. After all, this vampire was completely free. I say free. But you can see how this dungeon would have been a lot harder if we hadn't had this vampire. Okay, could I get back you two to get this door open? Okay, grab the vampire and have him kill stuff. Now this would be amazing if we had the graveyard already. I don't think I have 2 spare rooms for more than... I think I remember this dungeon now being as one of those where it's difficult to actually get everything sorted in such a way that you can process all your prisoners in time. Like, we produce a lot of corpses here, but once we get to... oh, how very convenient. Once we get to the point where our dungeon, where our... what was I going to say here? Where we can have a torture chamber, and where we can have prisoners. Let's not let the imp attack there. Yeah, we'll have to deal with a lot more, and we'll have to... we're very limited here. Because we'll have a lot of prisoners. Okay, what's that? That's a boulder trap. Lovely. Just what we needed. Yeah, there are no hero portals here. Those creatures spawn in with a bunch of rocks. That's interesting. Could you take care of those guys? Okay, let's get those in there. And we need these guys to train. Like, traps are nice and shit, but we need those guys to train. I have a warlock. Yeah, do something there. If in reserves, this actually pisses off creatures. Like, being nearby dead fellow creatures will not make them too happy. But overall, this should be okay. I think that hero is actually okay. Yeah, your job is still not done there. Sorry. Okay, there should be a break at some point.
Your creatures are under attack. It is payday.
That is not good. Luckily, we can postpone the payday a bit.
Your gold
mean, it's not like there's a shortage of gold, it's more like that we can't actually mine the bloody stuff. Okay, the imps are working. And for some reason, when heroes die in your treasure room, you can't actually use that right away.
Your creatures are fighting amongst themselves.
There.
We need a bigger training room.
Okay, why would you fight there? Please don't. Get your ass in there. We don't want neither of those guys to die on me. Those are all valuable creatures. Okay, there's another batch of intruders.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
I would just like to mine this stuff. There's more. But wait, there's more.
Winning a battle.
There's always more. Can I have a prison? And the torture room here. Yeah, this is the downside because we can only have 3. We can only have 3 of those, what is it, torture racks. Can I get all of my imps? Okay, treasury. I need more imps. This guy there is troubling. Creature. Oh, a mistress, wonderful. Now I could actually try and go for a horny. Or horned reaper if you prefer the... No, you go in there. I need the strongest warlock. Okay, you 3. Get your asses over there. You get in there. And now we'll want to get some imps ready. Where's my hatchery? Over there. Okay, lovely. Oh, I have 2 hatcheries. That's very, very convenient. Okay. Yeah, your mistresses will sometimes go to the torture chamber and just you know, get their thrills there. Actually, don't need you dead right now. I mean, I do need you dead eventually, but not right now. Oh, wonderful! You're back to full health. Okay, so that's sorted. Why is there... Okay, that has been dealt with as well. Wonderful. Okay, we'll get these guys some food. They'll pick it up on their own. I just don't want them to starve right now. They can starve later, I don't mind that, but right now I don't want them to die.
Your creatures are under attack. Your gold reserves are running low. Your minions are winning a battle.
You do grab that gold now.
A new spell has been researched.
I don't want to then displace into a treasury though, because this would be... it's quite far away from everything else, so you don't want that to be... well, you don't want this to be your treasury right now. If there are enemy heroes that can walk through there and waltz in there unannounced, you really want to be sure that... or rather, you don't want the heroes to waltz in there unannounced. It's no fun. If they can get to your treasury, they will generally be able to help themselves to some of it. And as you may imagine, that's nothing you definitely want. Should also be... no. Okay, we now have a graveyard. I'm tempted to put that in here. Okay, so we'll have a graveyard. And you there. You.
A new spell has been researched.
Yeah. You to train, I guess. Oh, wonderful. We have converted someone to our cause. Oh, that was not planned. I was just about to save him. Saving, damn it! The annihilation of the first wave is met with the approval of a pack of demons from the fifth plane of hell. Train your creatures and prepare for another battle. You're attracting quite an audience. Yeah, we are. And that's not necessarily a good thing. Aren't those wizards able to heal themselves? Okay, we need a bigger lair. A bigger lair is certainly what we want. Also to go through there. We'll have to grab some money.
A door has been manufactured. Your workshop is not
Okay, treasury.
a new room has been researched.
Well, we need to stick a lair somewhere. And I'm half tempted to go with here, just because a lot of space. Actually, screw that. I am very willing to put it here. Even though this is where heroes will barge in. Ooh, lovely. If I can get a big temple here, I might actually get a tentacle. I'm assuming this place is mostly symmetrical, so we'll get similar results wherever we dig. This is a fairly sizable place, and I suppose this is all water. So you get the hell in there. New thing. You have discovered a devastating magical power. Target against creature to transform a fearsome monster into a clucking chicken. Marvelous. Okay, the chicken spell. Enemy keepers like to use that. They actually really like using that. And naturally you don't want that to be used on your creatures. So the way to get out of that and to unchickenize your creatures is actually to drop them into the temple. So you definitely want a temple. Okay, room. I care more about that wizard than about the archer there. Marksman or rogue or whatever it's called. Okay, apparently that just I didn't want to beat him up there. Okay, let's get those chickens back. Okay, apparently I can't dump anyone on anything on this guy. So I'll just grab the gold. 1, 2, 3. Okay, can I? No, I can't. Would you like moving there? No. That's very selfish of you. Okay, now I can actually... Now we're going down there. Lovely. Yeah. Okay, I guess we'll take the level first. Just make this room work for its money. It isn't a cheap room after all. But it does help to be able to get some of your enemies on your side and basically just bolster your own ranks with them. Imps are busy. Need more gold. Probably try to dig this out as well. I'm not worried about the paydays now. I'm not going to bother unmarking or untagging those gold tiles there. Also, the downside of bolstering my ranks and doing all those fun things here is, of course, that I... don't take that out. Don't take that. Is that I have very expensive paydays. There are no ore veins, no gem veins here. I'm not sure if this guy will die on me, so we'll better give him something to munch on. So you... not the gold, I don't want to put the gold in the training room. Our training was actually full. It's fine, that was probably stupid. Okay, there's another level increase, we'll take that as well. Okay, this is sorted out. Lovely. We should now have the capacities to deal with one more of you. Okay, what's over yonder? Probably just a way to that big watery area. But we'll still make sure. We do have some better imps now, so why not? Okay, that was completely freaking pointless. There is absolutely nothing there. We could go for a Reaper if we wanted to. And I really want to try building a large temple. That magma, just water. Yeah, it's... Damn it! Could you stop that? Okay, the enemy are upon us. I'm just telling you in case you would have it. Lovely. Okay, yeah, they were attacking from there, just as it was expected. Ooh, but those are ferries. We want those ferries. We want those ferries. We also want those wizards. This should not take too long. Though those protective things do, I think, well, they do what they're supposed to. They protect very, very well. Let's not get this, or let this go out of hand. Yeah, orcs will spend most of their time training, which makes them very formidable fighters. Like, those guys will reach level 10 in no time. Which is absolutely lovely. Okay, those two have healed up. Sometimes wish they would heal up during torture as well. Okay, get your ass in there. You're blocking valuable torturing equipment. Something I don't appreciate. Okay, two imps here. I want to clean up that mess and want to get this guy out of the way. And then two for these guys, which will also very happily heal themselves once they get into the prison. Okay, let's tag more gold veins. And let's wait for those guys to heal up completely. Not gonna waste any chickens on those. I have plenty of money, so let's try this. I think you need 5 by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not this one. We love the Dark Gods, but not that much. 5. It's very convenient that the tiles allow easy counting. I think it's just marvelous. Get one? No. Okay, let's make sure those don't die. Oh no 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 no. No 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 no. You. Damn it! Ah, I so didn't want to do that. Or did you lose those guys? Okay. Where are they falling? Why are they falling? Stop falling, creatures. Oh, you're falling. Okay, yeah, we lost a bunch of imps there. I don't appreciate that. We're also getting into the more dangerous zones now. We'll dump those on top of the enemy. That's the fun of having the battle occur on your turf, basically, because you can just easily drop your creatures right where the enemy doesn't want them to be, like right on top of them. These guys here are, I believe, more suited to ranged combat. That was not quite the way of capturing I was talking about earlier, but that's fine. I do get some vampires. Get also not the idea doing there. I want you to get this guy to the graveyard. Lovely. And maybe this one there as well. Ooh, the Lord of the Land approaches. Lovely. And he invokes all that is good as well. How very, very appropriate of him, I guess. However, he still made the mistake of entering the land on our turf. So yeah, that's another reason why you want to claim this this area there. Also, let's try a chicken spell. It's very expensive, with the 1,200. But you dare be a chicken now. Where are you? There. See? That's a chicken. I can't slap it, but it is a chicken. Did that deactivate? No, it didn't deactivate capturing, so I'm not sure why that is. You. Get out there. Where's the Lord of the Land? Also, could someone catch the chicken? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, are they just carrying home that chicken? I want to see that. Also, oops. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We need to free up the prison. Just process the prisoners, you know? Get on with it. Okay, you can actually die. And I'm not sure if I want this knight to live. Does he know healing? No, he doesn't. I think at level 10 they actually learn healing, or somewhere closer to that. For now, we probably want to... I believe the game will not actually count the victory as done as long as the knight actually exists as a hero. Like, if we took him out, if we managed to get him and turn him... That's... What are you doing there? Okay, this is the first time I've seen one of those demons actually go and explore. Flies do that often, but those demons, not too often. That's kind of rare. A bit of scavenger room. Just a small one. 6.
Enemy has been converted to your cause.
Ah, lovely. There shouldn't be any more heroes, really. But we'll make sure that the ones we have here get duly processed. And we also want to tag this gold. In case anyone wanted to point it out to me, I have seen the latest video of the crazy Russian hacker regarding beekeeping. And my first reaction was, okay, so you successfully killed off 7 hives last year. What makes you think you can handle 11 this year? Apparently he's... Oh, nice. I don't have to heal this one. And we'll just create a handy shortcut for this. Well, to the new hideout, or to the new lair. Don't think I need this battle menu anymore. Unless, of course, my vampire decides to have a go at my warlocks again. I'm not sure what exactly their beef is. Like, I guess he could could see why bile demons and skeletons don't like each other. Which I would suppose involves your mom jokes. Okay, you there, the monk. Please heal yourself once more. They're actually pretty quick at healing. And in Dungeon Keeper 2, those were actually quite annoying because they could heal other creatures as well. Which was, as you may imagine, very, very inconvenient. Oh yeah, the vampire's now doing some scavenging. That's nice of him. How many creatures do I have? 42. I think you get some bonus creatures through a portal because of this event, because I think they just spawn in when you deal with the first wave of attackers, like we did. I'm not sure what creatures you get there, though. I think it's some dragons. But all in all, I'm not entirely sure. But what I want to do now is probably want to sacrifice some of those. Actually, those ghosts. We'll take the weaker ones out. Although, do those count? You can see here, ghosts are kind of useless. They just like to hang out in the temple all day. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. You don't die on me. Okay. Just making sure they don't, we don't get more ghosts. We don't want more ghosts. And yeah, the temple is a bit glitched. I'm gonna show you that eventually. If I dump this knight into the temple to sacrifice him, and the ghosts would be there, they would instantly start a fight. The knight would not sink into those things anymore. He would not get sacrificed. Though, of course, he doesn't really care about the sacrifice anymore. But I think it's a bit sad. I think they should be more pleased with us sacrificing the knight. Or the Lord of the Realm. Just stop that. Fine. You know what? Screw this. Grab the knight. I don't think we'd get any new any potential tentacles in this dungeon because we have exceeded the capacity of our portals. Okay, and currently can't actually drop any food on those guys. This guy has so much health, look at it. Just look at how much health this guy has. It's clearly absurd. Should I drop those chickens? I'll put them back into the hatchery for now. We have some bile demons here, so there should be plenty of consumers. How's my workshop? It's probably crammed full with stuff. Yep, it's filled with traps and doors and contraptions. I think this level is a bit hectic at the beginning, so you can't really, well, at least I have a very hard time actually dealing with everything here. 1, 2, 3, 5. I believe there's no other dungeon especially outside here. I was actually hoping for a hound, but I guess I can't have any of those. I'm also not sure if vampires will cross water in Dungeon Keeper 1 or not. I know they don't, that they will refuse to cross water in Dungeon Keeper 2. But, yeah, I'm not sure if they do in Dungeon Keeper 1 as well. Also, one moment. Okay, I'm back, and I should probably also get my live stream chat going on, though I don't think anyone is in there right now. Okay, we got another ghost, hooray. I mean, this dungeon wasn't too hard, mostly because we also had our lovely because we had that vampire, which really helped us out. Had we... Would we not have that, we would probably have a much harder time with pretty much everything. So all those ghosts. The thing is, yeah, if we check what they can do, we had level 8 ghost here somewhere. You there. No, you. They can drain, which is kind of nice, so they could actually sap life force. At least I believe this. Oh, wonderful. All the heroes are dead, just as it should be. This land and all its spoils are yours. May I suggest that you waste everything? Lovely. Okay, do I want to wait for this stuff to be carved out? I don't think so. Sadly, that means we'll not have access to our lovely vampire next land, and I'm not sure if I should do this bonus level again just to get another one, so we'll just skip that, and I hope we can do without. So onwards and, I guess, downwards.
Rival Mark. A kingdom fit for a dungeon keeper of your standard, sire. The blackened hulks of the houses welcome you, and the overgrounders prostrate themselves, mainly because we've killed them.
Okay. Woohoo! So we finally claimed the #1 spot on the high score table as well.
Elves dance. A village set inside a giant fairy ring. A weak kind of magic provides the dwellers with all their hearts could desire. Embarrassingly, most simply wish for peace, happiness, and a long, untroubled life.
My goodness, what a boring land. And even though I've said this already, but I love how the entire thing actually changes and the atmosphere changes. Not so, actually, a bit subtly as you go along. Also, there's the bonus level. If I had not loaded my game and just hit continue game, this would have been gone by now. We can do this over and over again if we so desire. As I said, I'm not really desiring that right now. So let's take the... Sorry. Let's take the place inside a fairy ring. And let's see what this land has in store for us. Also, have my drink. Damn it. Powerful creatures inhabited south of here. There's a party of heroes between you and them, but if you reach them and convert them to your side before they join the other keepers, you will be unstoppable. Unless you do something stupid. Okay, so over here, and I think this here is a massive battleground. Well, not massive, it's actually very, very confined. We also have some gems here, which are not too great because they're very hard to access. The AR has a bit more accessible gems. I think they have a vein over here somewhere. Yeah, this one would be perfect for me. I think this AI has, yeah, slightly harder accessible ones. So we'll probably want to start carving out a dungeon this way though first. Also there's a pause key if we want to use that. But you can't do anything during those while the game is paused. We have a pretty big hideout already. Without anything in it, but we have a hideout. Or a lair. I keep saying hideout, sorry. And we have lost some time. I'm not sure how quick the AI keepers work, but I think they are far from inefficient. So you do want to get your move on. I think I'll dig this out. Okay, we have 4 imps. I want one more, at the very least. And we need way more space. So let's carve out some more rooms. So, my mouse actually just got its stuff together again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This room here will probably become the training room. We also dig this out. Also kind of fun that you get a door here and nothing there. I think if you're lucky, the green and purple keepers will take out each other, but I wouldn't really hedge my bets on that. I don't think they will actually be very, very likely to do so. Let's put our library over here. Not that far. I think the 5x5 library is generally the safest bet. And we need way more imps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can just keep actually spamming them if you want to. Yeah, he already found his gems, so we actually have a very convenient back door into his dungeon, which is kind of cool. It's set our heroes right here. There's a party of heroes between us and them. So I'm not sure how we'll best get there. I think it helps to be quick about this, but I'm not sure how quick we'll have to be. I should probably save my game. So we'll make this LP12. I should have done this at the beginning of the game, not now. Okay, one massive hatchery. Done. So we can now take care of creatures. Lovely. Okay, as soon as this room is taken over, we'll want to dig out the portal. You there. Get to it. I like how you basically vacuum up the gold and put it in your treasury. Although you could of course do this as well if you so desired. Okay, that was kinda useless. I would need you to also claim this place. It's a big deal. Okay, well, we'll make our way towards those gems. Mostly because I also want to use this big place here as my future treasury. Or at least as one of them. I will have more than this one. But this is at least reasonably close to the gems. We'll also make this entire corridor here a treasury. Because why the hell not? Ugh, cursor. Okay, portal, spider, treasury filled. Nice. Very, very nice. You two, get working. Okay, we'll soon have warlocks as well. How much I need per imp? 2, 3, 4, 5. I always feel a bit slower than the AI. I mean, let's look at the statistics here. Yeah, they have 10 creatures already. We are at a whopping 3. I'm quite sure they also have the first research done already as well. I think the AI does not cheat in terms of money, so if they actually run out of cash, they are in trouble. I think I had it in 1 or 2 levels when I actually claimed, or when I managed to capture their imps, and they didn't create new ones, because I think the AI doesn't really process the idea of your imps have been captured. So they don't do anything anymore. Yeah, I think this is just something that the AI does not really process, and okay, we can make one huge tubular room. Gonna do that here. this might become the crafts room. And I'm not too happy with those beetles and all those garbage creatures. Like, spiders are okay-ish, but stuff like beetles is just worthless. I mean, I don't want flies anymore. The fly basically gets outclassed by the hound, which is very, very quick, even though it's not capable of flight. It's very, very fast, and yeah, it has a penchant for exploring, and it actually does scavenging, which is also very useful for you. Okay, no research before you reach level 2. Please. Unleash my rage on a chicken here. Okay, let's get this dungeon carved out. Now, since we're going to capture a whole lot of rooms from the enemy as well, we may actually end up using his entire dungeon as kind of a secondary location, which we can't get away with, mind you. We can totally get away with that. So would one of you claim this land? So for example, you could make this lair here and be for everything regular. This place here could then become your kind of undead dungeon. This here would be the whatever other troubling creature dungeon. Right now I'm not too worried about needing a secondary lair. Wow, this land is actually called Elf's Dance. How very, very silly. As a famous poet and singer Tim Minchin once said, elves don't dig on dancing. I might get this wrong. He might have said something else, but I'm quite sure elves don't dance either. Bastards. Okay. Do I want to make this even bigger? I think I do. This otherwise this would be a relatively useless room. I want to train as many creatures as humanly possible. Okay, new creature. A dragon. Nice. I would like to actually keep the same policy for dragons as I do for my warlocks. So basically, no researching until you have reached level 2. And of course we get a fly. Which I actually don't want. This might have been a bit harsh and a bit quick. As I said, flies are kinda useless. And for every creature, every fly we don't attract, our portal can get something more useful. Plus, I don't really want to make a second lair just for flies. And that's what this would basically boil down to. I guess this here will become a second lair. So we'll have a second hatchery here. I'm not sure why I built my hatcheries closer to Dungeon Heart. But I do want that. Let's put this here. Get ourselves 5 more imps. Okay, and I think what I want next would be 4, 5. Okay, we can scroll here. I actually need a corridor here. Let's see what this would do. Okay, as much as I prefer not to have enemies haul through the dungeon heart room. Okay, do I want this to be the graveyard? Maybe. I don't think it has any you need it big, although it might actually put a limit on your amount of vampires you can get. Then again, let's face it, you never get that many of them anyway. At least I never did. Okay, so we have a second lair. This here is probably going to become the prison, because most enemies will have to be hauled in from the south. So this would allow me to keep this rather short. Okay, I'm not sure if we need a bridge in this dungeon. You can't just build decorative bridges or anything like that. Okay, this will be a bit bigger, as much as I hate doing that. So we'll have the hatchery, so this will become the torture chamber. And we'll have the graveyard here. Whatever I wanted here will be here. And this can be something else. I like to have the torture chamber next to the hatchery for probably obvious reasons. It's just for me, so I guess we can call it ergonomic dungeon design. Okay, my treasury is apparently full. Even though I said I don't want anyone to... Yeah, that's fine. I will get them a second layer in just a moment. I think right now what's more important is researching stuff. We need those rooms ready and working. Scrolling. Okay, secondary layer. In you go. This room here as a layer is actually kind of useful because it means we'll as you can see here, there's a back entrance, and this layer here means that this back entrance will be somewhat protected. And I still prefer to have like a training room rather than a guard post where I want creatures to actually guard, because nobody actually goes and uses the guard post on their own. So this room is kind of a flawed design as well. Look at the new fly. Yes. Great. Get over there. Wonderful. Now, train. If you know we'll be kicked out, train.
A new spell has been researched.
Yeah, note how they don't fight here. Okay, I'm quite sure this demon spawn will become a dragon in no time, if it doesn't get killed before that. It will be a dragon in no time. Okay, we have more creatures, and it does not seem to count... It does not seem to count... What's that blinking? It does not seem to count imps. At least not for me, so we're good. You can hear he's digging this out. He's not digging here. So we can totally break into this dungeon. We can't get around here, so this... We have to get to this place, and this is kind of annoying in my opinion. Do you wonder what's over here, though? What powerful creatures are we talking about? Oh, it looks like vampires, yeah. Those are level 1 vampires. Not sure those are that powerful. No, I could just let this run out, by the way. The Site of Evil does not cost you any money to keep up, like things like the Call to Arms would do. Those actually cost you gold every second you keep them up outside of your territory. Site of Evil does not do that. It's just a one-time cost. Okay, no tiny room. 3x3 thing. Actually put that here. Make it 5x5 for the sake of symmetry. But I want some barracks as well. Okay, if those guys could get their research done quicker, I could actually speed them up. You there. You there. Yeah, I can't aim for that dragon for some reason. Okay, that'll be fine. I could also slap them, I know, but I think this was a bit more stylish. Okay, this has been dug out. Let's treasure chamber this up. Sadly, imps will still try to get to a free spot in the treasury first before they actually draw off their gold, which I think is a bit annoying because otherwise they could just turn around from here and mine this very, very quick. But yeah, if I strive for cash, this gem vein will not do. So we'll probably want to get down to here. Okay, barracks. Do I want those here? Yeah, let's put the barracks here. We'll make them slightly bigger. I know they're misshapen. Actually, let's not make it this way. I still want my rectangular rooms, so put the barracks like so. Make another dent here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, you could have just gone south there. Oh well. Yeah, I think they always try to prefer to mine gold over anything else. Which is quite a shame. Okay, how's my training room used? Not as good as it could be. Let's not grab this wizard. Not sure if I did this before, but right-clicking on this will basically let you zoom through your wizards, or warlocks, or your whatever creatures. You can go through all of them. Oh, believe you me, it's big enough. You, and probably also you, and you. Looks like we can't get any trolls at this dungeon. That's a shame. If we dump those 4 into the training room, the workshop will be magically big enough already. Or again, rather, already. Okay, now this might be a bit of a problem because in this particular instance, the battlegrounds will be over on this side. I'm still gonna risk it. We'll put the prison right here. I would prefer to actually go around here, so I don't have to fight both of those keepers at once. I don't know if they'll ally or not, so we'll be better off just picking them off one by one. This one first, which will gain us grant us access to this gem vein here. But oh, we can zap an area that we have not seen yet. There's little point in doing so, since he has most likely already made plenty of money with this. We really can't gain too much from this. Some barracks. grand. Not a big deal. But it does ramp up quite fast. Okay, yeah, I think once we get the first fights going, we actually get rid of some creatures, which is going to be useful. Is he mining over here? I'm not sure he is. He's however exploring the place. As you can see there, he has cast the Sight of Evil spell. I'm not sure if they actually go for this cavity to the south where the vampires live. Or unlive. Do vampires actually live? Are there any vampires in the audience that could tell me? Looks like the green player is also exploring this. Like they're quite clearly two different colors here. I'm not sure if it shows up in the video, but there is a green and a purple side of evil here. I mean, those guys can afford it. They have the good gem veins. Okay, let's also get those traps to some use. I want a trap. I want the door. I want another door. Put one into the prison here, just for style, you know. Get those out of the workshop. I keep saying craft room for that. I don't know why. Okay, we now have access to the torture chamber. That means we first want to imprison people, and then we want to build the torture chamber. Then I'll have to have an eye on his creatures. I really don't want to dig in there before knowing that he has, or rather not knowing how strong his creatures are. You can keep an eye on this. He has level 6 dragons. How's my strongest dragon? Right click on this will put me to the strongest one. Level 6 as well, so we might be evenly matched, although I have more creatures than him. So I think I would technically be ready for this. I want a secondary prison here. Like, would this make sense? I think it would. Here, we'll build a temporary prison. We'll just build this out a bit. Should do. 12,000 money. Oh yeah, because this mining operation here has slowed down to a trickle, with only one imp digging those gems out, and most imps just zipping back and forth from treasury or from here to there. So I think this won't quite cut it. We'll have to build treasury here. Okay, we'll even this room out a bit more. Then we'll make a 5x5 treasury here, and I guess a bit of prison down south from it, which we will probably tear down later. I just want to have this in there until we actually get to big battlegrounds. Okay, that's 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's 5. do I get one of you to actually take this? I gotta say Dungeon Keeper 2 was a bit better in many regards. Especially the imps were handled a lot more useful, or a lot more practical in Dungeon Keeper 2. And I also liked how you basically had a mana system, or a mana resource, which was similar to your gold. It would regenerate over time, and depending on how much land you owned. There were also certain, I think, mana crypts, so-called, which would basically generate more mana over time. And then averagely a piece of land would do. In terms of creature variety, as discussed, it was not as good as Dungeon Keeper 1, because they just didn't want to make this many non-human models, so they went with mostly human stuff, or humanoid stuff. Okay, any more rooms I also like how this is, how you can easily see which rooms you have and which ones you don't. Let's put the temple over here. Yep. Ideally, we'd get the graveyard before we get anything. Before we get there. Should actually build the temple here. Oh, damn it! Now it's built. It would have made sense, like in a stylish way, to put the temple next to the graveyard and not like graveyard, scavenger room, temple. Oh well. Didn't think about that in time, so that one's on me. Well, it doesn't really make a difference in terms of gameplay. I'm not getting more or less vampires if the temple is closer or further away. Okay, let's get in here. How much research is... Okay, we're getting there. But I like the idea of basically having research restricting itself because it uses up library space. I don't think this actually gets changed in later iterations of the series. Not sure if there are any dangers in this section here. Like in this small area. Luckily, we can actually check. Would be fun to have some heroes in there. This is empty. Also note that because I only paid 50 for this Side of Evil, this is also empty. You don't see traps this way. Since my library is currently too small, yeah, this imp here lives dangerous. We've not seen it yet, but sometimes researchers will cast spells on imps because they keep disturbing the research. They don't appreciate that. And this here seems to be working in my favor. You want to be quick about this, because if he manages to basically fortify this, like if he digs this out and he fortifies here, like if this is a wall, you can't get in there anymore, and we have to go through there, which naturally is the last thing I actually want. Oh, look at those levels climbing. Even some pretty strong warlocks now. Very, very nice. Wish we could get some... Oh, we have a troll. We have a... Do I have a maiden as well? No. I mean, a reaper here would be devastating, and that's just what we want. We want the devastation, all of the devastation. Do we need a bigger treasury here? Probably not. Not yet, at least. I mean, once we get to this this place here, we will need a very, very, very big treasury. Until we get there, we'll be fine. And we're also trying to not dig out this until we actually claim this land. Reason being that I want to be able to drop creatures in here. I think his dungeon starts right here. And there was, I think, gold over here, which he did mine. Let's have a look, shall we? Yep, he has tiled this, so this is claimed. Which, by the way, will sentence it works the other way as well. He has claimed this, so it is tiled, would have been just as correct. Okay. We currently have a lot of gold. When I first played this land, I did not actually think about claiming land that quick and then getting those this gold over here. So actually, we might still be in trouble. Okay, no, this is not yet claimed. This is bad. This might actually be bad. Because I think this here might be walled off. No, it's not. Okay. How does this work? Did he just not dig this out? Okay, we'll have to turn the map, I think. Okay, that bit is claimed. That bit is not, so he just stopped claiming there for some reason. Apparently he just stopped claiming there. That's fine though. Also, yeah, he is getting more creatures. But I like that I have the biggest dungeon right now. This is useful. This is as it should be. What is not as it should be is that my mouse is all over the place. Now I'm sure we could have attacked him earlier. But this is just fine. Okay, get going, imps. If you want to annoy him, or if you want to farm for vampires, what you can do here is actually do this. Chart up a lightning strike, and do this. You can't take this money, but you can kill his imps. This will, however, not be really sufficient to get rid of him or to kill any significant amount of creatures from him. Because by this time he has used this vein for quite a while and it's just no use. You can't kill the imps as quickly as he can get them back.
A new spell has been researched. Your library is too small. It is payday.
And I think this was another mistake I made. I tried to basically bleed him out of resources by killing his imps. And that didn't work, really. Like, all it did was actually drain my money, because a fully charged lightning strike costs about 2,000, and by that time I didn't understand that a gem vein like this would not actually give you that much money, because you could not mine it as quick as you could this one. And I'm still not sure if the AI cheats or not, so that's the next bit. But you can kill quite a few imps with that, and you can actually, if you get there quick enough, you can probably also turn those into vampires. Okay, how much is next payday gonna be? 7 grand. Okay, let's actually save the game before we dig into his dungeon. This will be LP 13. Okay. Once we get this and have a second portal, we'll probably be safe. Like, there is next to nothing he can do against us anymore. Is there anything down here? This looks like a publication for some dungeon special. Oh, if there was one, it has been taken by the purple player already. Okay, now we're getting into the fun zone. No? Fine, don't then. I wanted to drop some spiders on those flies. On this one fly. We want to be ready. We definitely want to be ready. So I want this over here. Sadly, you can't see which keeper just sent you this lovely message.
Your creatures are under attack.
Yeah, let's not take that. Yeah, he just zapped my imp.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
And he had to save this fly. Lovely.
Is being scavenged.
Oi! Which one? This one? Level 1 yeah, this means he is being scavenged, not that he... Okay, he has a warlock. So this one. Now, I don't have a scavenging room myself, which is kind of annoying. Not that I want those level 1 warlocks. And what you can do in this case would actually be to put those creatures that have been or that are being scavenged into a scavenging room yourself. You just try to summon them on my place. I would hope not. Okay, first off, we need a. I don't have a lightning trap here. That's a shame. And now we need to actually be quick. Need to be somewhat quick about this because we only have limited amount of cash, while he has not. He can get cash quicker than we can. So I can't actually just drop a summon or a call to arms on that.
One of your creatures is being scavenged.
Okay, which one's being scavenged? Warlock.
Your minions are winning a battle.
Okay. Could I put this in here? Damn it, he killed an imp. He killed that imp. I got his fly. Teehee. Bastard. And I got this other fly as well. And some killed imps. Okay, could you stop scavenging my warlocks? He's not heading for the portal though, so that should be okay. I do need the scavenging room myself though. And I think, in this case, I'll actually go for those flies. I'll try to take those flies over. Just to have some more creatures.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Okay, is he... Yeah, he is. He is going for it. So let's do this. I'm a big fan of the manual throw in there. I think I have the edge here, based on numbers, and solely on numbers. Yes, killed a lot of my imps though. Can't say I like that. We are taking prisoners. We are taking lots of them. Dump your demon spawns in there. Damn it. Yeah, I don't think this guy will be successfully scavenged anytime soon. He is throwing lightnings at me. Lightning bolts at me. Can you perhaps stop attacking my imps? Let's have this warlock out. Okay, yeah, now that we have lost a creature, we can gain a mistress again. Another creature has died. You saw the lair poof there. Okay, we'll get you out of there. Should have some dragons, which currently don't have anything to do. I'll get in there. Okay, one moment. Okay, back. Okay, does he have anything left? No. What else is that imp doing? No. Just take all the prisoners, can you? Good thing about those dragons is they will heal themselves, and they actually do convert rather quick. Okay, now we can scavenge on our own, which doesn't really help me that much, because I can't afford a scavenging room. But I think out of his 15 creatures, we just dragged a whole lot of them away. So there's not all that much left of his dungeon. He's reclaiming his own rooms, which is actually fine. How about not having that happen? No. Stupid mistress. Okay, he's... Let's not do that. Okay, something died over there. That's a shame.
Your creatures are under attack.
Okay, could we perhaps get this beetle out of the way? There's something dead here. I'd like you to take that away. Okay, those two flies, we'll probably want to make sure they go into the right lair. So they don't have to share it with the spiders.
Your creatures are fighting amongst themselves.
Because that was precisely what I want to avoid. Where are you fighting? Okay, where's that spider?
Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Your creatures are falling in battle. Your creatures are under attack.
Okay, I'll just make sure that all of the spiders are in this lair here. And I hate how quick your imps die. Something very inconvenient. We'll put that dragon into the torture chamber. He is ready. Also, my graveyard is probably quite filled up, or at least it has been.
A new spell has been researched. There is nothing left to research.
Nothing left to research is actually good. That's actually a good thing to not have anything left of. Unfinished research business.
Your creatures are under attack. Your creatures are attacking the enemy. A vampire has risen in your graveyard.
Oh, how lovely. We've got a vampire now. I want to put that vampire somewhere safe. Somewhere safe being right over here. And this guy needs to go here.
Your minions are winning a battle. Your minions are winning a battle.
Okay, now you probably want to go and do this.
Your minions are winning a battle.
Okay, one dragon down. I had 25 lives at some point, now I'm down to 13. Don't like that. Also impressive how... Okay, that dragon just died. And we got some information from this dragon here. He told us where his dungeon heart is. Very, very nice.
There is nothing left to research.
Okay, he has some creatures here. I could probably get away with a short time summoning, or a short time call to arms. Which I will probably do right now. I think I'll have to. Otherwise he'll grill all my imps. Okay, you stop that. Get over here and dig out some gems. We actually need this for now. Next step.
Information has been tortured from the enemy.
Make sure this imp doesn't get very far.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Your minions are winning a battle.
And capture this guy. No, capture the imp. We need that imp. Also, we need a summoning here. Which luckily won't cost me any money.
Your creatures are under attack.
No imp. Grab that other imp. Okay, let's get some of those bile demons as well. Okay, how are you doing there? Still doing fine. That's good. Okay, now. I'm not sure why those imps are so low on health. Now we actually have to move this here. And hope my creatures are quick enough before my money hemorrhages away. This costs a whole lot of money, so please get a frickin' move on. Oh, hello there, Hector. Didn't see you there. That name was actually a bit weird, I guess. Back when I started this channel, I had a job at a pizza delivery service, and the 12 was just my employee number. So I figured why the hell not use that. And this was basically where the number 12 comes from. Because everybody would only be addressed by their employee numbers. And I found this kind of annoying. So I think I want to drop the call to arms for now. Okay, creatures are dying in battle. That's okay. Okay, this is a free imp for us. You there, get here. Okay, get there. That imp will turn very, very quick. Oh, how very nice. Oh, that was the imp. I thought this was a dragon. Yeah, but I found it kind of poetic to use this this means of a thing that was used to basically reduce you to a number to make this my name. In hindsight, it was probably a stupid idea, but oh, because I didn't feel like giving that away. I wasn't really ashamed of the job or anything, but I don't think it was something that I wanted to use. Also, would you not go there? You can get your payday later. I really need you to go in here now. No? Ah yes, at least some of them go. Get a move on. Get a move on. Damn it. I'm not having the money for this. Ah. Okay, we'll have to drop this. You know what? No prisoners for a while. Kill them. Kill them all. I'm lucky also not to zap my imp. Okay, I probably have to wait until... I don't think I can get through here. He will get this portal go, or he will get creatures out of this portal very, very quick. Okay, actually, no, no, and no. Level 1 junk I don't really want. So take him away to the graveyard. Yeah, we pretty much got this. Sadly, I can't get anyone to the... we could go this way. Yeah, that'll work. That will totally work.
You have claimed an enemy room. Information has been tortured from the enemy.
Ah, wonderful.
You are winning a battle. Your creatures are under attack. Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Okay, we need to destroy this library here. For two reasons. First off, I don't want it. Secondly, I don't want him to get it back. Also, look at all those vampires to be. Every single corpse here is going to eventually become a vampire. Prisoners, guys, prisoners. Okay, I'm hoping we can get close to his dungeon heart. Right, we got another vampire. Yeah, they're gonna have a go at this for quite a while, I think. Could you not fight this guy? Fight this imp instead. Okay, I could try to do a call to arms, but I think I'll just try and get around here. Oh, this is gonna hurt him. This is gonna hurt him so heavily. Oh, they are indeed. I think I want to actually start capturing creatures again. Could we not have the imps fight? But we're now taking over his, well, his most important stuff. And those dragons will chase his imps to the dungeon heart, so yeah, he's done. He's pretty much done for. As you can see, he has a whopping 2 creatures left. I was a bit too slow with that imp. Okay, with that dragon. Oh, you want a wizard's duel? Well, have some wizards then. Some warlocks, rather. Okay, you go and probably train. That is not actually gold. I thought this was... Where's that imp fighting? Why would my library be too small? What is there left to research? Okay. Oh great, now I have to wait for the stupid dragon to unfreeze. Stupid spiders. As fun as it is to have this mechanic, I'm not sure I like it. Okay, we are taking prisoners again. Although there's not too much to take prisoner anymore. Sadly. I was hoping we could get some free imps out of this. Or very, very cheap imps. We'd probably still have to cast like one revive or one healing spell. Okay, those guys are hungry. dig this out. We will get a second portal now, which means we will get 20 more creatures. I think it's 20.
Your creatures are becoming angry.
Why would they be angry? Stop being angry. Why are you pissed? How about you, yeah, actually go to the temple. Stick in there.
Your workshop is not big enough. Your creatures are under attack.
We have taken over treasury.
Has been tortured from the enemy.
Very nice. Not sure what that dragon can tell me that's new. Also like how he has a guard post here. Again, the most useless building you can have. So could I have some of my imps? Why are they angry? What's up with that? Why are you angry? Stop being angry, my friend. Also, maybe you move over here. That's an imp. That is an imp. I want this imp on my side. Okay, this dungeon out here will not last too much longer. Okay, this vampire has just been offed. Actually help those dragons out a bit. Send in the spiders. Everything is better with spiders. I guess also some bile demons. What the hell not? Okay, now let's start mining this. Let's put some treasury around it as well. Okay, who's getting angry now? It's not that vampire. Sadly, I can't actually filter through him. I guess it's one of those guys that have been fighting this dungeon hard. Okay, this keeper is down. I think I'll help my dragons out a bit. By dropping them in the bigger hatchery. I think we can see this drop very, very quick now. Oh yeah, I guess that's why they were angry. They have not been paid yet. We will pay them. Okay, there has been some action going on here. I'm not sure if we were supposed to go in this way. Okay. Oh no, you will not be scavenged. Okay, who is getting angry? You. I'd rather not have you scavenged. Okay, let's actually stop mining this. And start mining this over here. Okay, let's sell those rooms we just claimed. As in this one here. Okay, let's also get rid of those lairs here. I'll probably have to build a bigger lair somewhere else, but I don't want any creatures to actually live over here for now. portal. We can't sell this though.
Your creatures are fighting amongst themselves. Your creatures are falling in battle.
Okay, I don't know what just died there. I guess it could have been a fly.
Your creatures are becoming angry.
Okay, why would they be angry? Let me just keep selling stuff here. As I said, my guess is they are angry because they have not been paid, which will be sorted out very soon. By the way, that's one way of getting a creature unangry, if you just drop a pile of money on them. Okay, we'll dig this out completely. There is nothing left to research anyway. Stop bothering me with the library.
Creatures are becoming angry.
Okay.
Your creatures need a bigger lair.
We're gonna keep this hatchery here. It's nice and big, so we'll keep it. Any other rooms down here? This guard post here is completely flippin' useless. So away with it. And let's wait with building a scouting room for the next payday. Also want to dig through here now. We need this direct connection. Let's put a poison gas trap there. Let's actually move our temporary prison. Although I'm not sure. No, let's not move that too far away. I think this strip here is actually manageable for most creatures. We need a bigger lair, it said. Let's make a bigger lair happen then. Is it payday yet? Almost, but we can actually afford a scavenging room ourselves now. Okay, this has cost us a fair bit of money, but I think it was worth it. Also spent some more money here, although not even close to that much. I think all this treasury basically cost as much as the scavenging room over there. Which I guess is because the scavenging room is filled with newest tentacle eye technology. I don't think I want to Google that. And I'm quite sure you don't want to Google that at work either. I mean, also I'm at work right now. Let's also slightly widen this treasury. Okay, do I want to go in here first? I think I do. Seriously, that's level 1 heroes. I was expecting far worse than that. I could have totally steamrolled those. But I believe it's just generally a good idea to secure this money here before you do anything else. Okay, I don't think I can squeeze a second layer in that, so I should put the second layer here. Let's make this a second layer. Can I get some more imps?
Your library is too small.
can I get those guys into a training room? Nice. Okay. Oh, you're still... they were still pilgrimaging to the treasury. Lovely. Okay. Let's sort that out. Right, they also can't just go into any treasury. They have to pick the one that's that has money in it. Fun, fun. It makes sense that you can't just pick up imaginary money. I still think it would have been interesting or saving your creatures a lot of ways if they just could take whatever money was available. If they could just claim it from any treasury. I mean, you do have this amazing money sorting technology, which puts the money into a pile if you drop money in a treasury, so it should work for everybody. Maybe even the other way around, except for thieves, you know. Yeah, this here is now a well of pretty much infinite money. I want to secure this a bit. Just a bit, you know. And by a bit, I mean at least 2 doors. I'm not sure why he's calling to arms there. Actually piss him off really nicely now. But I don't think we'll actually get him to bleed out financially. I have other targets to claim, you know. We've got heroes to take prisoner. Doors to destroy and stuff. Lovely. I shouldn't have closed that. Is he really trying that? I didn't think so. I don't think he can actually afford that. He has this. Let's give him something to waste his money on, shall we? I just love doing this for the sake of doing it. Boom. Come on. There. Wasting money. This is kind of fun. How much health does this stupid door have? Okay, we are taking prisoners again. Okay, you know what? Screw this. We'll destroy this door the other way around. 4, 5. No, don't do this, you stupid gits. Dig out this gold. I'm quite sure this might end up being the quicker way to. Actually, might want to bridge over here. I guess we do need a bridge here. If this is faster than actually breaking through that door, my dragons will probably need to get a stone talking to. Okay, yeah, those are no real match for my dragons. Don't kill them! I've killed the fairy! Those are the best spellcasters. Or maybe the best, but they're pretty good. I like them. Anything else I want to send in here? Let's put some spiders in. you might want to get out of there. Scaly friend. Have a meal. Or 15. Okay, let's zoom back to the battle, and let's actually drop some more creatures in there. I didn't expect there to be that many heroes, so let's clear out this place a bit more. Yeah, the imp wants to leg it, that's fine. It's a reasonable desire, I guess. Now what I've not done here, and what I'm probably also not going to do, is symbiosis. It can actually make the game a lot easier for you. If you want, you can, for example, just enter symbiosis with a creature and get this spider away from there. Okay, you can enter symbiosis and drag creatures into the barracks and just basically yeah, just lead them to the dungeon heart, which saves you the call to arms spell if you want. Okay, I'm not sure if there are any traps down here. I would guess there are. Okay, I think this guy actually reached level 2 from fighting. Let's grab ourselves a hatchery. Maybe the big one. And you get the drill. Hatchery. Okay, I want this wizard. Said I want this wizard. This one. I would have also liked those fairies, but I guess it was not meant to be. Yeah, I kind of respect those ever since I basically got my ass handed to me by one of them. Or by a bunch of them, actually. It was quite a few, it was more than one of them. Oh yeah, I think this hatchery here is perfectly situated. Very picturesque. Okay, you have a chicken. Okay, wonderful. I guess it was kind of pointless to put the hatchery close to the torture room. If I ended up grabbing a chicken from another one anyway. What else do I want? I think a monk would be nice. Let's take this one here. Okay, come on. I want you. Let's give him one chicken so he doesn't die on you automatically, and then yeah, they're not very sturdy. Well, let's just say they have very flexible morale. Yep, the other prison, please. I think it's a good idea to keep this backup prison at hand. Okay, you two. Chicken. Chickens for the chicken god. Okay, some more chickens here and some more here. Yeah, let's take them from here now. I guess I could also do with some skeletons. Damn it, wrong prison. What else do I want from here? Let's take one of those. This guy here. And I guess I'll also take one giant. precisely one giant. The rest will probably leave to rot in there. This one. Torturing. Come on. Okay, we need more chicken. I like how in later games the... oh, wonderful. How in later games the... or not in later games, but in the spiritual successors to Dungeon Keeper, which are quite a few. I have played one or two, I have kept an eye on a few others. Ah, the screams of heroes in the morning. Or rather in the evening, it's kind of late here. Okay, let's... yeah, let's actually not get those spiders in there. Let's get those to a training room, because I want those guys to starve, and with the spiders constantly conserving them, starving those guys takes ages. Absolute flippin' ages. Okay, you want to crush me in an instant. I hardly believe this. I want to see what's over here. Things like these, like those solitary outcroppings here, are generally very much worth exploring and very much worth looking into. Okay, it's payday again. So everybody will want the treasury. I mean, I guess I could take those heroes on as well. I think I want some skeletons. Kind of raising my own undead army, you know. So yeah, these guys will have to go and end up being put to another use. I don't even have stuff in my library anyway. There is nothing left to research, it said, so let's do this here. Yeah, there are no more spells I can actually have. But if the game insists, we'll expand the library by one row and see if we get anything good out of this. One benefit of using this gold here is... oh, well, we now have a skeleton. I do want to situate manually in here. No Bile Demon lairs. It would be kind of nice to have an undead lair, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put it in the training room. So, and the lair will make a bit bigger but narrow, or a bit taller but more narrow. So this here will probably become my undead lair. Why are those imps fighting? What are they fighting anyway? Ah, okay, so we need to go around this. We've just got a second skeleton. Again, we'll place manually. love how things are getting done very, very quick in this, once you have enough imps. Also, needs to be dark, although it won't make a difference. I believe it might actually help with getting those treasuries filled up at least a bit. Damn it! That's the one thing I did not want. I was expecting them to cave in earlier. Anything over here? Let's cast our evil gaze over here. Ooh, there are specials over here. So we'll also want to dig around this way. I'm gonna take this before I go and deal with the other things, or deal with the other keeper. Okay, let's get a training room here. This. And the lair over here. By the way, I don't know if the creatures are bound to the portal, as in every portal can attract around, I think, 20 or 25 creatures. I think it's 20. But I'm not sure if, let's say this is my first portal, and if I claim this one, if the other 20 creatures will have to come through this one, or if there will be some that come through this one as well, until I hit this cap of 40. I mean, it's not really important, but just something I tend to think about every now and then. I don't know why though. It doesn't make sense. Let's put all the undead over here, and you make yourself useful. Let's have the vampires move here as well. Don't ask me why I want this to be an undead lair. I just like to have myself thematically sorted, I guess. Okay, let's just dig a straight tunnel from somewhere over here. Let's go from here to over here. Should probably breach this area soon enough. We're also swimming in gold right now. Sitting on 100 grand with a clearly raising tendency. And I could just expand this lair here, or this treasury. It's not an issue to me, I could just make this entire thing. I think once I've got this done the first time, I actually made this entire dungeon here. Like, all of this, or most of this, a treasury. Because I could. That was literally a reason, because I could. I think we can afford 5 wimps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is why you really don't want to have too many of those. Or not so too many of those if you don't have access to infinite gold, because 4 to 5 grand is a lot of cash.
You have tunneled into a new area.
Okay, this might be a trapped area. If I could get one of you to actually explore that for me. Okay, those 2 vampires here.
One of your creatures is being scavenged.
Oh, really? Is it?
A prisoner has died and risen as a skeleton.
Fine, we'll scavenge on our own.
Your creatures are fighting amongst themselves. You have taken control of a new rule.
Okay, this skeleton here will also go in this one. Most undead don't need too much. I mean, I could build a scavenging room here as well, but I don't feel like doing so. Do I need this graveyard here? I guess I'll keep it. Build a quick access door though. Do we want to explore this before or after taking on that keeper? Why are they fighting amongst themselves? Who is fighting amongst... Why would you do that? Go there, please. We have a lot of vampires. Oops. Okay, let's get this vampire situated first. Then get over here. Let those true heroes fight some dragons. Save that imp. Yeah, true heroes will fight dragons, of course. And maybe some wizards. Yeah, that's what heroes do, right? Let's help those heroes out a bit. Or what's left of them. Yeah, I think that graveyard was a good investment. Well, not investment, we didn't invest anything. Yeah, this is a bit annoying. But my undead army is coming along nicely. Prisoners, guys, prisoners, we want them. I guess my creatures are a bit too strong now. I can't scroll up anymore. Damn it. Come here. Oh no, they are not. They are not fighting amongst themselves. Are they? No. Okay, let me quickly save the game because that seems to magically fix my my mouse cursor issues. Sometimes, yeah, it did actually. Very nice. Yeah, something tells me I'm not going to see any prisoners anytime soon. Level 5 already. Barely got those guys and they're already level 5. Come on, make some prisoners for me. Do I have to disable that again? And oh no, we are taking prisoners. You take a prisoner. Take another prisoner, please. And get me some more vampires. Right, the library. Forgot. Apparently, having all those spells and rooms does use up most of your library. Okay, so I enlarged my library just for that. Lovely. Also, how did the Green Keeper get vampires? Oh no, I think he just got the scavenging room. Okay, and because I'm too lazy to actually get those guys chickened up, we'll throw a healing spell in. Come on. Move it. Okay, you two get in here. Make yourself uncomfortable, please. I have to keep an eye on them. I don't want them to die on me. No, the payday is fine. Payday is absolutely fine. I think I'll need to remove this secondary prison here. It's not really hindering me to do anything, it's just that I don't like zooming to it when I right click on my prison. I'm not gonna make that many more prisoners anymore. I was hoping we get some of those heroes, but yeah, I mean not this guy. This guy can starve for all I care. These guys will try to keep alive. Look at that, a level 10 demon spawn. Okay, you seem to be awfully lazy. Why wouldn't you get in shape? Can I get my flag up here somewhere? Wish I was a way to actually... Oh wow, level 8 fly. If you do this, you actually get to the flag. Oh well. Really? No. Would you? Just train or do something else useful. Might be a scavenging room. Might just be the scavenging room. Okay, while you're pretty efficient at that, I would actually prefer to train and get in shape a bit better. Or not. I know it's full now. Why would you do that? Oh, okay, yeah. Because they can't actually get to the scavenging room without that. Okay, point taken. Let's actually make this a direct connection. And put it in the door because of the draft. Maybe another room because of the screams. And another door for the silence, I guess. Okay, can be mine as well. And this one too. Okay, why did that happen now? Oh yeah, because you tried to get through there. Lovely. You know what? I'll just build a second scavenger room down here. I think that will be the best. Even better if you could just train. If this guy leveled up, he would learn the teleport skill, which would basically avoid most of those confrontations, if not all of them. Some of those imps was pretty injured. Those was pretty beat up, and I wanted to get a healing spell in on him. There we go.
Your creatures are fighting amongst themselves.
Also, do you have a lair here already? How are we looking space-wise on this one? Still plenty of it. So, lovely. Yeah, here you can see pretty clearly how big the size difference between a high level and level probably 1 creature is. Although I don't think those higher level layers actually consume more space as well. I think they're pretty much as big as the other ones. Let's see, you and you. Get in there, get useful. And that's for being lazy. . Okay, this keeper kind of annoys me now. Do I want to pay him a visit? Let's actually save the game before we do that.
Game saved.
Just to be on the perfectly safe side.
A trap has been manufactured. Your workshop is not big enough.
Okay. Kinda want to have a door and a trap on this side of the thing as well. Oh, workshop. There. All of the imps. Get in there, you. You there. Come here. Please start training. Now this might become a bit more difficult because we will have to well, actually fight. And he has had time to train, so his creatures will probably be a bit higher level than mine. Or not than mine, but than this guy's creatures. I mean, we were evenly matched there. He had a pretty decent setup. Level 6 dragons are not that bad by any means. They are, well, they were outnumbered by us. Okay, let's get in there now. Some dragons, and sprinkle in some spiders, and I guess those two.
A door has been manufactured.
Okay. I was not sure how we get those other things here, those other...
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Oh, those other traps. I think we'll just have to wait for a troll to eventually get them done. Also, get a call to arms ready. We can afford that. We can totally afford that. Okay. All those dragons in there. And all those warlocks.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Okay, now where do I want them to gather? Can I get them here now? Yeah, let's go here. I think this army is enough, but will it also attract my undead?
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Okay, get the call to arms over here.
Your creatures are under attack.
Oh, I don't think they are actually under attack. Okay, let's remove this flag and put it up here.
Your minions are winning a battle. Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Not sure this is where the dungeon heart was in the... Yeah, I think this is where the dungeon heart should be.
Minions are winning a battle.
Oh, no, it's not. It's actually where the lair is.
Your minions are winning a battle.
You bastard.
Your creatures are under attack. Your minions are winning a battle. A prisoner has died and risen as a skeleton. Your creatures are falling in battle. Your creatures are fighting amongst themselves. Your minions are winning a battle.
Okay, this
Attacking the enemy.
skeleton...
Your minions are winning a battle. Your minions are winning a battle.
They just fight amongst themselves.
A trap has been manufactured. Your workshop
Oh yeah, this guy. Haha.
are winning a battle. Your minions are winning a battle.
Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind for next time.
Your minions are winning a battle.
don't build prison next to the lair, because you might have creatures in there that you don't necessarily want to be.
Your minions are winning a battle.
Okay, there goes my... Okay, I didn't really have a PG-13 rating, so screw that. Okay, that's pretty much sorted here. This dungeon cannot really last. We'll take those creatures. Demon spawn is not bad. Free imp, certainly not bad either. Sadly we won't get more imps out of him. You have overcome all resistance to your rule, O despicable one. It's time to flex your old misery muscle on the pathetic inhabitants of land above. We will, but I want to see what those specials are first. Maybe we'll get another bonus level. So you four will do some torturing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then I want you to definitely dig out this land here. Yeah, I said, those imps are really, really quick to convert. Okay, yeah. One of the imps, please do this. I will leave this dungeon as is because I don't feel like actually changing anything in it for now. This vampire should actually go for the nearest lair. Let's follow him around. Actually, let's not. Let's just make sure he goes where I want him to go. And then dropping into training. Okay, fine, let's let him scavenge for now. For now. What's this? Resurrect creature. Might come in handy. Okay, what do I want back? I'll go with the demon spawn. Any other special over here? I would also be interested in a creature transfer, of course. Those are always useful because they give you so much of an edge. Imp. Somebody uses to explore the place. Ooh, a creature transfer, lovely. So we can now figure out a creature we want to take on or to take with us.
You have tunneled into a new area.
Level 10 demon spawn, nice but not quite. Skeleton, nah, not really. Vampire, no. Mistress would be tempting. Certainly not taking a fly with me, even though it's a level 9 fly. I think I'll go with a level 9 dragon.
So be it.
It's surprisingly easy to care for. Ah, damn it. Okay, I should have used that first. Okay, anything else over here? No. Okay, I think we're good. We have seen all there was to see here. Let's see if he had anything left in his library that we might want to claim as well. And then we're done with this scenario. Oh, I think the demon spawn just died. By the way, fun fact. If I put this mistress, let's put her right here. And we slap it, you saw what she did there. It's a nice little bit of attention to detail that the Dungeon Keeper developers actually put in there. Every creature will react differently to slaps. Ah, okay. No, there wasn't a single orc in this map. Like, we didn't have any, I don't think we fought any either. And at least this guy certainly had a barracks. You can see it there. So, not sure what's going on with that. I think there is basically a creature pool for every level anyway. However, we have done what we came here for, which is basically, well, destroy the place. I've now also claimed the entire enemy dungeon, so we pretty much have a decent base to wreak havoc amongst on the land above. So let's hit space and move on.
We set fire to this place. It's still burning with a fierce, unnatural intensity, so we can't get anywhere near it, but we're sure you'll love it, once it's cooled down a bit.
Okay. Woohoo! Obviously you'll get higher scores in higher levels.
People simply sit around and enjoy each other's company. They talk, laugh, and sing without ever arguing, drawing daggers and dying in a gurgling rush of blood. A truly bizarre place.
Indeed. Okay, let's go in here. And then we'll save the game and call the stream, because we've been at it for 2.5 hours now. The other two keepers in this region have put aside their differences for the moment and joined forces in an effort to destroy you. It's almost a compliment. Kill the creeps. Okay, oh yeah, this level, I remember this one. That's quite a fun one. Because you have a lot of money, as you can see here, but you have very little space. Anyway, that's for next time, so until then, bye.